Thank you for coming. We're starting.
Hi guys, thank you so much for coming to today's session. It's actually quite, we have quite a few parts of the event, so thank you so much for coming. I struggle with public speaking, so you've got to bear with me. This is going to be my best attempt, I promise. But I also struggle actually talking about myself, and I'm in an awkward position in that I don't know where to start with this one, because should I start with the fact that I live literally across the road, across the hill, on Hammond Hill, so I am a resident, is that how I'm speaking, or am I the local councillor because I represent Fort Pitt, and Intra or Chatham, well, Intra isn't completely in Fort Pitt. I couldn't quite get the numbers to quite sort of all fit within Fort Pitt, but maybe in the future all of Intra would be in Fort Pitt. Is it that I was born and raised in Chatham and I really care about it, or is it that I'm the cabinet member for heritage, culture and leisure? I think it's all of it, but it's really, really difficult to sort of talk about any one particular bit. And I suppose what I really want to say, what I really sort of want to get across, is a thank you. It's a very odd thank you. Being from Chatham, I have a sort of, being born in Chatham, I have a sort of always felt like it has an underdog status. Maybe in Medway it started off with a bit of an underdog status, but even across sort of the country, it has that, I've always gone round with that feeling that we're sort of a bit of an underdog. So it feels a bit odd when you have so many people sort of paying attention to one sort of corner of Chatham, or Chatham in general. It sort of feels awkward. I don't want to say suspicious, but I kind of feel like, what's going on? Why are people sort of paying attention to us? But I think I just got to get over that and say thank you. Thank you so much for actually coming here together, and whether you're a resident or if you're part of the university or if you're from whichever organisation and you're paying attention to this area that really not only needs it, because we can see that it needs that attention, but also it deserves it, because there is so much about this area. There's so much about not just the built environment, but the communities, the pockets of communities that we have here in Chatham and Intra, that there is so much that could be brought out, and that's only going to be possible if we all work in collaboration. And the last point, I promise, before we move on, the last point I'm going to make is that you may have noticed there's been a change of administration, and I can't speak much for the previous administration, but this administration, the Labour administration in Medway, is working in collaboration, and it does seem like it has been missed, that working across different sectors, working across with different people, listening and engaging with the community in a meaningful way. And I know that's so easy to say, and I know that politicians just say that, they'll just say engagement because it's something they have to say, but we really, really do mean it. And at some point, we'll mess up. And I'm asking you, please, just to forgive us when we do, because I promise you it's coming from all the good intention, it's coming from all the right place, that we do want to engage with every sector, whether you're a resident, whether you're from the university, or whether it's a charity, whether it's a business. We want to work with everyone to make all of the good stuff that we're going to hear about today. We need that to work. We need it to work because we live here, we're part of it. So let's all just please work together. We're going to hear some fantastic ideas, and we're going to really use this as sort of a starting point. I know there's been many starting points with Intra and Chatham and regeneration, and it's going to require many of those, many more starting points, but eventually we're going to get there, and then we're going to keep going. So let's have a great set of events today, and I once again thank you all for coming, and I suppose a round of applause for everyone who's put this together. Thank you so much.